Thanks for joining us. And today we're going to talk about Kriya Yoga and mastering virtue. So in any kind of spiritual path, the development of virtue is really important. And in yoga, Patanjali in his Yoga Sutras talks about the yama and the niyama, the do's and the don'ts. And in Sutra 133, Patanjali is more explicit on the development of virtue. He writes, "By cultivating attitudes of friendliness toward the happy, compassion for the unhappy, delight in the virtuous, and disregard for the wicked, the mind stuff retains its undisturbed calmness." And by stilling the waves of the mind, Patanjali is talking about stilling the waves of the mind that result in restlessness. And by calming the mind, one starts to experience yoga. From a perspective in Kriya Yoga, the words that Patanjali use are significant. For friendliness towards the happy, he uses the term maitri, which means loving kindness. For compassion towards the unhappy, he uses karuna. When he talks about the delight for the virtuous, he uses the term mudita, which means a empathetic joy. And when he talks about disregard for the wicked, he uses the term upeksha, which means equanimity. And so these four, the maitri, karuna, mudita, and upeksha, map to what are known as the Brahma Viharas, the divine abodes. And these are higher states in meditation. Normally when one in Kriya Yoga is going through a process of using a bunch of Kriya Yoga techniques, including Kriya Pranayama and associated practices, moving through a series of stages of internalization, what is called pratyahara, starting to move into an internalized concentration, which is called dharana. Those are the material abodes, if you will, in meditation, where you still have awareness of the body. And implicit within that is this feeling of maitri, or loving kindness, what is called in other traditions as metta. And so when one starts to go internal in meditation and starts to feel the radiance from the heart, it leads one into deeper states of meditation where the body will start to disappear from one's awareness. So this maitri or metta, loving kindness, will allow one to transition through those material experiences in meditation towards the formless, towards the immaterial states. What happens when one's meditation unfolds? So one is moving beyond the material awareness and start to move into the immaterial of this infinite spaciousness. That state of meditation of infinite spaciousness is conjoined with the feeling of karuna, compassion. So when one is transitioning through meditation, going beyond the body and then feeling this infinite spaciousness, it is conjoined with the feeling of compassion, this limitless compassion. And similarly, as one transitions into a deeper state, moving beyond this infinite spaciousness into the perception of infinite consciousness, mudita, or joy, manifests. Similarly, when one transitions deeper into a meditative state, where one transitions into a state of nothingness, where there is no thing, in this pure abode of awareness without things, one experiences upeksha, this equanimity. And so in cultivating one's virtue, one can experience the essence of those virtues that Patanjali talked about in the Yoga Sutras in one's meditation. Now, a prerequisite for getting into the immaterial states, and basically any progression in meditation, is that you need to learn how to let go. It is the craving, which is called tanha in Pali or trishna in Sanskrit, which stops us from progressing in meditation. We're holding on to things that we want or we don't want. This implicit craving becomes an impediment or a hindrance to us going into deeper meditation. This is in any kind of meditation, including Kriya Yoga. So there are many folks in Kriya Yoga that get stuck in getting into meditation. Kriya Yoga is great because it helps to calm the body and the mind initially. But one needs to learn how to let go to get into higher states of meditation. And if one is not able to recognize the implicit craving that one has and does not know how to let go of that, it might be progression in meditation, it might be things that have preoccupations in their mind, it might be resentment to other people, it may be particular habits that they have, etc., etc. All of these things prevent one from going deeper in meditation. So if you can learn how to let go in meditation in Kriya Yoga, you can progress into those immaterial realms. You can experience the loving kindness which transforms into the infinite spaciousness of compassion, which transforms into the infinite consciousness of empathetic joy, which transforms into this infinite nothingness with this equanimity implicit within it. But that's not all. In fact, what you want to do as well in your regular activities in daily life is to learn how to let go of craving. And the reason this is important, because it is very difficult to feel loving kindness if you have a feeling of ill will in your heart. So you need to learn how to let go of the ill will or dislike around something so that you can feel the loving kindness. And so this is the kind of practices that we teach at Modern Kriya to help students progress, not only in their Kriya Yoga sadhana, but also in their everyday life. Because as one learns to let go more, you can use those virtues, those natural virtues of loving kindness, compassion, of empathetic joy, of equanimity, can manifest in your life, in your everyday activities. And by doing that, you know that you're purifying yourself. You're purifying and letting go of fetters that hold you back in spiritual development. My recommendation is to implement this letting go of craving, both in your meditation and outside your meditation, and it will help to transform you. It will help you to develop your virtue. It will help you to overcome the impediments to your spiritual development. So if you have any questions about this video, feel free to send me an email at info@modernkriya.com. Also check our website at modernkriya.com and our YouTube channel. So thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time.